Hey guys, welcome to Talking News, and I have a news story. So, this Montana woman has been missing since September. However, the police had actually made an arrest of her boyfriend, which was 53-year-old Greg Green, on the charge of deliberate homicide more than 6 months after the disappearance of his girlfriend. The 49-year-old Laura Johnson went missing. Laura was actually reported missing September 24th by her family, who said they had not heard from her in over a week at the time. So what brought on this arrest so many months later? Well, police find a surveillance clip of him carrying an item that is consistent with the same size, shape of a body. Okay, so what's her story? Because we've not heard anything on this one. So the Johnson family and co-workers confirmed that before she went missing, that she attended her work shift at Papa John's on September 13th, but that she failed to show up for her job ever since then. Now, for some reason, we didn't hear about this footage until way later, and it says, according to the arrest affidavit obtained by, I guess on this article, it's KULR, security footage from a nearby residence sees Johnson arriving about 7 o'clock p.m. at the Montana home she shared with Green, who was working in the yard at the time, which they say contradicts Green's initial comments to the law enforcement, claiming that he last saw Johnson before she left for work the morning of September 13th. He also told authorities his girlfriend was gone when he returned later that same evening, and took 2 suitcases and other belongings with her, according to the affidavit. Oddly enough, Green said he did not report her missing right away because this was not unusual behavior for Johnson, according to her boyfriend. So officers noted that Green was very cooperative in the investigation, and allowed for officers to search the home as well as his smartphone. So, analysis of the security footage from the neighbor's camera pointed in a different direction of Green's home, showed a different version of the story. So according to the review of the surveillance, they could observe the defendant on September 14th of 2018 at 5:48 p.m. And he was carrying a very heavy object, cradle style, out of his garage, according to the affidavit. This object, which was covered with a red-colored blanket, was consistent with the size and shape as if you were carrying a body. From there, investigators said Green placed the object on in a cab on his truck alongside a shovel. He drove off and did not return home for another 4 hours or so. The Billings Police Department is now requesting the assistance of landowners and the public of those in the area and locating Miss Johnson's remains, or who may recall seeing the pickup around those times that they've mentioned. So please be on the lookout for a potential burial spot, maybe even a shallow or small misplacement of an area that you've not noticed before. So what they're saying is, please be on the lookout for potential burial sites, ground disturbances, any evidence of a 2 red rectangular, if I can get it out, suitcases. So obviously he didn't return with the red suitcases that he had in his truck. I don't know. So if you live in the Montana area or the state, please share this information, because especially if you're about, I guess they're saying that he was gone about 4 hours once they seen him leave the house with a shovel and the object. So if you do a few calculations and know how long it takes to dig a spot, and then how many miles you can drive in that period while performing an act, you're probably looking about 45 minutes away from the house. So maybe if you're 45 minutes away from that area, check out that area, see what you can find. And they're urging you to call 911 if you suspect anything, or if you have something you might have seen or remembered 6 months ago that might be connected to this case. Okay, so I was snooping through some of the older stories, and I want to share some of that information as well. Now, according to this article, it says that in the spring of 2018, Laura Johnson was living in Henderson, Nevada with her boyfriend Gregory Scott Green. According to Laura's son, she'd raised her 5 kids in Vancouver, Washington, but had moved south after separating from their father a few years ago. Around the end of spring, though Laura was 49, decided to go and live with her sister in, Spokane? I hope I said that right, for a while. She was unhappy with the relationship and left, Laura's son Stephen Johnson told Dateline. Meanwhile, her boyfriend had moved to Billings, Montana. So in the beginning of August, she joined him in Billings. So that's how she got to Montana. Stephen, Justin, and Jonathan Johnson, the 3 of Laura's 5 sons with whom Dateline spoke, said they didn't talk to their mother too regularly. So they didn't think anything was abnormal when the later half of September went by without any word from their mother. We've talked throughout the years, Laura's eldest son Justin told Dateline. Mostly just saying, hey, how's it going? Just keeping our relationship. But on September 28th, one of Laura's sons grew suspicious when not one of the 5 sons had heard from the mother in weeks. Shortly, deputies of the area received a call that day saying Laura was missing. Our patrol duty called Laura's boyfriend, Mr. Green, in Montana and had a conversation with him. According to one of the deputies, Green relayed that Laura was depressed and didn't come home one day, but he didn't call 911 because she had left before. Sergeant Waddell said that Clark County Patrol deputy then transferred the information to the Billings Police Department, which proceeded to conduct a welfare check for Laura. It says, we checked her work, house, and other locations she may have been, Lieutenant Brandon Woolley of the Billings Police Department told Dateline. They did not locate her, and that's when they started to develop information that she was last seen in Billings. But at the time, Woolley could not comment to Dateline on whether Laura's boyfriend Green was home when they conducted the welfare check, but said that though the investigative efforts, authorities have determined Laura was last seen in Billings on September 13, 2018. Stephen, one of Laura's sons, decided that he and his girlfriend would drive down to Billings to talk to Laura's boyfriend. He says that Green was calm, but he wasn't calm. His story was very much that he came home one day and she was gone. So Dateline says they, at that time, were unable to reach Gregory Green for a comment. Police get a search warrant for the home later, and they searched Gregory Green's home, but we really didn't get any information until lately. So we are a little bit updated. I wanted to do this story quickly. I don't have super details on the story, but I do have enough information to get a video made, get it out there, and maybe somebody seen something, maybe they know something. If you know somebody in the area they're talking about, which is Billings, maybe you can share this video or share information so that maybe you can help, her kids out. I'm sure they're wanting to, get some type of closure. Here we go. We have another case. It's just so many of these cases, and it's very sad. Very sad. I feel bad for her family. I feel bad for her. And most of all, I feel bad for Mr. Green that he thought that that was the only option he had, was he needed to, if he did, kill her. I'm not saying he did, but it sounds like it's leading that way. She's been missing a long time now. It's the same thing with Andreen, McDonald. We're all hoping that we can find something. How in the world did he hide a body that quickly? We don't know. And it looks like this case is kind of, following. It's like the Andreen McDonald case. Alrighty, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, because I work hard on these, believe it or not. It's a lot of work. And if you like it, of course, don't just do it to help me out. If you want to see more videos, like and subscribe. Don't forget to share videos that might can help other people. And you guys have an amazing rest of your weekend. And let's send prayers out to this family as well. Bye.